All right, should we start? Probably we should start. I don't know. It's gonna be a little bit of a different show today. Maybe you should get going. Maybe you should not take this about an hour thing for granted. You have no idea what's gonna happen today, do you? Oh, that's why you get up, is it not? That's why you get up. Why you get on stream. You do that kind of thing. In 3, 2, 1. And we're back. Look at that. Look at you. How are you? Really? The whole thing? Good for you. Witch Cat is here. Goose Teeth is here. Trivia Master Dave is here. Joe Blue Frog. Bactrian is here. Bactrian front if you wanna. When Bactrian spits electrics, don't be in y'all sauna. Know what I'm saying? What? I don't know. I'm glad you're here. It is Saturday, and that means we are going to do 2 crosswords in about an hour, which we do every Saturday and Sunday from 10 to 11 Eastern Time. Here on the stream, today will be a little bit different. We're going to do a slightly different show today. We'll get into that in the second half once we get through the LA Times for Saturday, November 9th, 2024 by John Andrew Agpalo. I hope you're doing well. Goose Teeth. Does that work?
Shit, son, wow.
We're gonna have to fix the alerts. Goose Teeth, thank you for the resub. Always good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. It is Saturday. You had to refresh so many times the internet hates you. If there's something wrong with the stream, let me know. We're always trying to make it better. Bactrian, it is good to see you. We're always trying to make the stream better. Sometimes it says, oh, your bitrate is too high. It's not you, it's me. All right, that's fine. It's not me, it's you. That's good too. Whatever it happens to be. It's not when you said you were referring to you when you meant me. Although you, I don't know. One of the two. I'm glad that everybody's here. It is a cold, crisp, clear day here in the northish middle. It's about 5 degrees Celsius or I don't know, 38, 39 centigrade, something like that, somewhere in there. I took the dog out this morning, and at one point he turned around. And he said to me, "Uncle," and he calls me Uncle. Because he knows I'm not his biological father. It would be weird for him to call me Dad. But for some reason, he thinks I'm his biological father's brother. So he calls me Uncle. Don't get into it. He says, Uncle, why did you decide it was a good idea to stream Papers, Please last night? Ooh, I don't know. That was, probably shouldn't have been streaming last night. I don't know. Vove is here. Vove smells some nerds. Take a shower, Vove. There you go. That's why we got mods. So that somebody can got him before I got him. You know what I'm saying? Vove, it's good to see you. Hope you, maybe you don't need to wash your whole body. Maybe you just
Norway.
Thank you, Witch Cat. Maybe you just need to wash your hair, And fortunately, you don't need to be there when that happens. So there's always that. I hope you're doing well. Why did you stream Papers, Please last night? That was a bad idea. You were not in the mindset for the kind of detail-oriented bureaucracy that Papers, Please requires. For a couple of reasons. You might have been a little tilted. Oh, well. That's fine. We're not going to get into it. We're moving on. Good vibes only. Just like the framed picture in your sister-in-law's guest bathroom. Good vibes only. Is that too specific? I don't know. I'm going to replace one of those things with something that says live, love, eat ass and see how long it takes for her to notice. What I am also going to do is 2 crosswords in about an hour. Every Saturday and Sunday from 10 to 11 Eastern Time. This is the LA Times for Saturday, November 9th. Remember the 9th of November. Will you open up a bet? Let's open up a bet. Start prediction. The LA Times in, let's say if we can do it in 8 minutes or less. How about that? There you go. Anyway, what are you up to today? What am I up to today? I don't know what I'm up to today. I don't know what I'm going to do today. It's a nice day. I might go outside. I might get some time in the woods. Get back to the land. I might play PlayStation 5 all day. I don't know. I'm going to do one of two things. And I'm going to do 2 things before I do one of 2 things, that being 2 crosswords in about an hour. Because it is Saturday, and it is between 10 and 11, according to my watch. I don't have a watch. I don't wear a watch. I wear no jewelry whatsoever. I have no necklace, no ring. Well, I got this ring on, but that's society for you. No watch, no bling, no chain. Not a chain guy. I know some of you are chain people, and that's fine. You got the chain going on. You got the necklace, bracelet, watch, that kind of thing. Belt, if you choose to wear one of those. It's all good. Whatever you choose to do. Me, nothing. I am passing clean through a metal detector. Actually, I'm not. I have a screw in my wrist. Don't get into it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Why were you streaming Papers, Please last night? That was a bad idea. What's a good idea is 2 crosswords in about an hour. Saturday and Sunday. And gambling. You know, we're talking about streamers mad at himself for streaming. Let's make chat mad at streamer. We don't need streamer mad at streamer. We need chat mad at streamer is what we need. Hype train. Feel Lark, thank you for the resub. Feel Lark, it is always good to see you. Why my wrist? Have I overworked my wrist at some point? No, I broke my wrist. Was it overworked before that? I don't know. It's hard to say. Was it the kind of was it worn down from stress? I don't know. I I broke my wrist. I was and it's a dumb story. I was in a bar and you're like, oh yeah, it is a dumb story. But have you ever seen those arcade games where it's like a speed bag and the goal is to hit it as hard as you can? They should not put those in places that serve alcohol. And you hit it and it registers. It's like the same principle as like when you hit something with a hammer and the thing goes up and rings the bell. One of those kind of situations. Test your strength kind of thing. Turns out you need to know how to throw a punch if you're going to do one of those. And you're looking at me and you're like, you look like you can do 2 crosswords in about an hour. You don't look like you can throw a punch. So I broke my wrist either on that or I sprained it very badly and then I broke it 2 weeks later when I fell on it. And now I have a screw in it. So that's a fun story. It's a lame way to break my wrist. There's no good way to break your wrist. Like, if you're breaking your wrist, most of the time you're falling and you're bracing yourself on your hand, right? That's mostly how you're going to break your wrist, you know? No one's breaking their wrist like, oh yeah, no, it was a wolf. It was in his mouth. You know, it's like, and you know, that's not, you're going to have worse than a broken wrist, that kind of thing. How'd you break your wrist? Somehow cool? No, I slipped on ice. That's how you break your wrist, you know? Anyway, it's one screw. It's not so bad. It's not so bad. Turns out that the scaphoid bone in there doesn't get a lot of blood flow, and you actually do need to get it fixed. I had like an MRI and 3 CAT scans trying to figure out which bone in there was broken. Turns out it's the one that you're not supposed to break. Gets no blood flow. You don't fix it, your thumb falls off. As it turns out, me 2 thumbs, 2 crosswords, 1 hour. That's how we're doing it around here. That's how we're doing it around here, and we gamble. We gamble. That's why we have a hype train going, because everybody's hyped to gamble. Hyped to gamble. Feel Lark, thank you again for the resub. Always good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well in the Garden State. What a segue. You're not kidding. You're not kidding. You're late? You're not late. You're right on time. You're right on time and you're hating. How can you be late? How can you be late when you're right on time? It is Saturday. This is the LA Times. I'm not looking at it. I have set the bet at 8 minutes. Vove is hating at 8. Well, Vove isn't betting. Blank's hating at 8. Vove, I hope you're doing well in the great state of Norway, wherever you happen to be today. Washing your hair, that kind of thing. You know, once do you send it away for that, then they mail it back? Is that how it works? Who has a thumb for each crossword? This guy? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I got 2 thumbs, no waiting. What? Oh, Jesus. Oh boy. Papers, Please. I'm not very good at that game. I killed half my family and got thrown in jail within 7 days. Within 7 days. We might go back to it at some point. Although it's not really the vibe I'm going for right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm moving on. I'm good vibes only. I got my solving cardigan on today. You're like, how can you tell? You're literally black on black. You're wearing a black t-shirt. You're wearing a black cardigan. See? Wearing a black cardigan on a black background. No one can tell. We wouldn't have believed you had a cardigan on until you told us. Now that's all we're going to think about. And is it the long one with the pockets that looks like a bathrobe? You know it is. You know it is. I'm good vibes only. I need that solving cardigan today. You know? Anyway, I hope you're doing well. We have no plans for this Saturday. We're going to make pasta later. That's the one plan that we have. We're going to do that. And it is a long weekend for me. You're like, isn't it always a long? You're always going on about your long weekends. You know, it is. We might stream on Monday. Although that's TBD. That's TBD. You're excited for the semen guess? Oh boy. We might stream on Monday, but that will really depend on how quickly we can get other stuff done. We have appointments on Monday we have to honor, and cars that need servicing, and you never know how that's going to go. If we can, we'll get back to the streaming on Monday, or we may not. You thought the lack of blood flow to the broken wrist caused a full body amputation? I mean, that's the other way to look at it, right? I mean, are you amputating your thumb from your body, or are you amputating your body from your thumb? You know, like who's kind of running the show here? Most of the time, I'm not doing nearly as much as my thumb's doing. I'll tell you that for free. But I do have two. Opposable digits. This is why we rule the planet. Because of these things right here. Dolphins grow these things right here. We're screwed. we're screwed. But for now, at least, we're in control. I don't know what we're doing with it. I don't know that we're all moving in the. No, don't. We're not. Nope. You want to play Papers, Please? You leave that last night. Bactrian, it is good to see you. Thank you for the bits. Look at this hype train go. Look at this hype train go. Unbelievable. Who would have thought that you could have a hype train on a crossword stream at 10 o'clock in the morning Eastern time? Unbelievable. There's no way that you write that down. No one's that's a plot that is just beyond the pale. No one would ever buy that script. Oh yeah, it's 2 crosswords in about an hour. People donate bits to it. Bactrian, thank you for the bits. Always good to see you. I don't know what that emote is. I did some bits icons at one point, and I'm not really sure what the purpose of them. I think they're bronze, silver, and gold. But we need good bits emotes. Although then that really is pay to win, is it not? That is pay to win, I want to say. Let's not do that. But we do have the bits emotes. Maybe we'll make them sexy. Although if we make them sexy, people will want to spend bits. And we're not here to get money. We're here to do 2 crosswords in about an hour. Every Saturday and Sunday from 10 to 11 Eastern time. I was watching Mako stream Baldur's Gate this morning. I was telling him, he was talking to Bactrian actually. He was saying, he's got a new setup that he's a little bit of his Twitch money's paid for. So he's got a shiny new mic. Looks great, sounds great. You know my motto: look good, feel great, sound better, feel best. You know what I'm saying? One of those kind of deals. So anyways, Mako was like, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird that you get any, as a small streamer who's not doing it for any reason other than fun, that you get any income at all from Twitch. And I just said, well, I spend mine on other streamers. That's why I'm subbed to Vove. Oh man, are you kidding me? I'm just paying it forward. I'm just taking the money I'm not getting from Vove and sending it right back Vove's way. Right to the west coast of Norway. Don't those people have oil? Aren't they doing okay? Yeah, they are. But you watch Vove stream, you want to help. All right, this is the LA Times for Saturday, November 9th, 2024, by John Andrew Apollo, edited by Patty Verrill, solved by me, gambled on by you, alms for the poor. There you go. Is Barb streaming right now? Did he start early? Did he start like at 10 o'clock or 9:30 or something? I was just going live and it looked like he was streaming. Or am I crazy? All right, here we go. This is the LA Times. This is gambling, and we are going to start it in 3, 2, 1. Running tally, I don't know. City on the River Clyde is Glasgow. I know that. Fast train is probably the Acela, I want to say. Target of a dehumidifier. Humidity? I don't know. German city? That could be anything. Let's go this way. Seemingly endless could be vast. Like many gazebos. There's many gazebos now? Water heater. Could that be a tea kettle? That looks like it fits. Like Meg among the March sisters. I guess that's probably oldest. Maybe it's eldest. What's this? Running tally? Running tally is votes? I guess so. Many gazebos are octagonal? I guess so. Occupied as a table is sat at. A German city is a stat. There you go. Outline in a plaster of Paris keepsake. A wiener? You ever? No, let's not get into it. Get lost is take a hike. Maybe it is a wiener. Mike Trout plays for the Halos, right? Anaheim Angels. Vulcan salute is a. This is not Satan. It's sat at because a Vulcan salute is a gesture. Le déjeuner sur le painter. Monet, it's probably one of them. Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott, I want to say. I think he broke his wrist once. Got completely out of hand. What's this one? Ben-Hur is a movie. Let's go this way. Missing could be gone. Topper. Be a lid. Lot surface, like a parking lot. Could be asphalt. High and dry. I don't know. Chicanery. I don't see that one. Second guessing phrase could be or not. Adds 14 across. Target of a dehumidifier is moisture. That's how you're cluing moisture. Outline in a plaster of Paris. It's not a wiener. It's a handprint. Well, you're not that adventurous, are you? Chicanery is guile. There you go. Let me be clear. Is make no mistake. Some characters in Japanese writing are hiragana. Those are for native Japanese words. Manet is a painter. There you go. Got completely out of hand is ran wild. Colony toiler is an ant. Commits a hoops infraction is... I don't see that one. What's this one? High and dry is stranded. Wire diameter measures are... Are they mills? I think they are mills, because commits a hoops infraction is goaltends. Incapable of having a bad hair day. Vove. Gives hell. I don't see gives hell. Gives hell is dams. Now I do see it. Catastrophic could be dire. Deliberate or deliberate. I don't know. Spots for many STEM classes are labs. There you go. Vehicle with gull-wing doors is the DeLorean from Back to the Future. Deliberate is sleep on it. That's tough. Care for a bite is want some. Cat treat. I don't see that one. Rush Hour. I know. I'm just teasing you. Rush Hour. Could be Drive Time. Alluring could be Sexy. Yeah, it could. Vito is Nix. There you go. Pioneer is Emerald Lagasse. I believe it's Lagasse in New Orleans cuisine. Tax could be a levy. Quite buff casually is swole. In proportion is to scale. To scale. Airport featured in Home Alone is O'Hare, because that's in Chicago, right? Notable name on a case is Samsonite. Samsonite! I was way off. Dish that requires one's level best. I don't know what's this. La Liga chance or probably Olays. Smooth operator Sade, you know it is. Freezer brand. Edie's Ice Cream, only in Crosswords. Private place to sleep could be a cot, like in a barracks. And then a dish that requires one's level best is a layer cake. Strikingly real is Vivid. Super suit designer who insists no capes is Edna Maude in The Incredibles. They called us something. Graphic novel written by George Takei. Tribute band number is a cover, right? Pacific weather phenomenon is La Nina. And then a cat has 9 lives. And then look below is C Note 328. That's an easy crossword. That's an easy crossword. Let's leave it there. Let's leave it there. Oh, Joe, don't do it, Joe. Joe, you've done enough. Can you help me bet by 20K? Oh man. Papers, please. Was not a good idea last night. We looks like we got some sleep. We're only doing 4 to 5 crosswords today. We're gonna need the time, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why in a minute. Oh boy, let's pay the bet. 328. Let's go. Oh my god. You know they say you can shear a sheep, but you can only skin him once. Don't cut a minute 40 off your PB. And expect this kind of thing to keep going. Shave it by a couple seconds at a time, buddy. You know, ration it out. Holy buckets. LA Times in 8 minutes or less. The answer was yes. 328. We're going to need that time on the back end. I'm going to tell you why in a minute. This is fine. This one's okay. This one's not that hard. I don't think this one's that hard. It's got some foreign words in it. It's got some. You just have to know your pop culture references. Bactrin, it is good to see you. You need to know the movie The Incredibles. You need to know a book that was written by George Takei. Takai? I think it's Takai. Oh my. You need to know who Emerald Lagasse is. You need to know about goaltending in basketball. That's when you swat the ball away when it's coming down. You can't if you want to block, you got to do it when it's going up. If it's coming down, you're goaltending. You can't do that. Bam? Does Emerald still do stuff? Or is he like cook on cruises or something like that? I don't know. Emerald used to be around. Emerald got a sitcom at one point, I want to say. I believe it was called Emerald with an exclamation mark. I think it lasted like 2 episodes. You know that, apparently. Yeah, I do know that. And what's this one? Palermo, capital in the Tyrrhenian Sea. I don't know that. I do know what a DeLorean is. John DeLorean. I believe he's passed away. He left, I want to say he left Chrysler and started the AMC motor company that made the DeLorean. Massive flop. And then I believe he went to jail for cocaine possession. I want to say. I don't know what that has anything to do with the DeLorean, but if you see one, it still looks better than the Cybertruck, if any of those DeLoreans are still around. I believe it's mostly known at this point from being a colossal flop as a car and the vehicle in Back to the Future. I do know that. Vove is here. You know he is. Hiragana is the system of Japanese writing used for native words. Katakana is what they use for foreign words. And then in a lot of cases, they just replace it all with kanji, which has been mostly reappropriated from Chinese. So there you go. Make no mistake about that. I took Japanese in high school for 3 years, and you'd be like, oh, so you can speak Japanese? Nope. I even went to Japan. I barely knew how to speak. I knew what they were saying about me. I didn't know much else. In Japan, I'm extremely tall. I'm also extremely overweight. I'm a big, tall, fat guy in Japan. Here, I'm a short, skinny guy. In Japan, tall, fat guy. 3 years and you can't speak it? Fuck no. I mean, see, I should have been taking French because I have to speak French a fair bit. He passed on March 19th, 2005. That's my brother's birthday. There you go. How old would he have been? He would have been. I'm not going to dox him. I'm not going to dox his age. I've already doxed his date of birth, March 19th. Oh, so he's a Pisces. Well, that makes sense, doesn't it? Anyway, 3 years of French. I ended up having to take many more years of French than that because I stopped taking it in high school to take Japanese, a language that is completely useless unless you're a weeb. And you would like to watch anime without the subtitles, and you're like, well, you could watch it dubbed. Nobody watches it dubbed. You gotta watch it with the subtitles. Can we get on with it? Let's get on with it. This one's fine. We have to move on to the second crossword, and you're like, oh, okay, the New York Times. We're not doing the New York Times today, and the reason why we're not doing the New York Times today is because the New York Times, if you haven't heard, the New York Times Tech Guild, basically all the coders and folks that support and run the New York Times Games app and the New York Times Cooking app. Both of which are very popular New York Times products. So anybody, like, they do the whole back end for the crossword, for the Wordle, for connections, for all the other stuff. Spelling bee, if you do one of those, all that Azursky stuff. Joe, I'd forgotten about that. Joe. Oh my God, Joe! Thank you for the gift subs. Snipe Trivia Master Dave, among others, always good to see. Joe, Blue Frog, the moderator, the legend, the Belatra streamer, the FTL streamer. Good snipes. You're damn right. You know, good snipes. Call them Wesleys. That's how good his snipes are. What? That makes no sense. Always bet on Joe though. I do know that. We have a rule around here. What is the rule? Hang on, who are you? You're the streamer, right? Okay, so if the streamer does a PB on the crossword, Joe pays 5 gift subs. If streamer does 2, streamer pays the second 5. Now we're running into a problem here. Joe, thank you again. Unbelievably generous. Do follow Joe's stream. If you like watching a French Canadian swear at various strategy games, and you're kind of like, that sounds like something I'm missing in my life. A salty French Canadian. An homme de sel. You know what I'm saying? One of those guys yelling at Belatro, yelling at FTL. That's what you need in your life. You didn't think you did. Just like sometimes you don't know until you meet somebody. Oh, you're the piece that's missing from my heart. You know what I'm saying? That kind of thing. And maybe you're still looking for that person. Maybe you're that person for yourself. You know? Maybe maybe you can buy yourself flowers. You know what I'm saying? Write your name in the sand. Or do crosswords for 2 in about an hour, something like that. Joe gives 5 subs every time we PB. Unbelievably generous. Thank you, Joe. So we're going to run into a problem. We were talking about the New York Times Tech Guild. They're on strike, and they have asked in solidarity and in not crossing a digital picket line that NYT gamers kind of just avoid doing the games until the strike is resolved, break their crossword streaks, and we acknowledge that and we respect it. So we will not be doing we're not doing the New York Times games right now, and we will not be doing the New York Times crossword today. And then you say, oh no, so there's 2 problems. There's 2 problems here. One is, how are we going to know what your second PB is? Well, I didn't think this was going to be a problem because I didn't think it was going to be the first PB. So we're not going to do the New York Times today, and we've had to find a second crossword. And what we're going to do, and this is, let me see if I can do this. That's wrong. That's right. There we go. This is the November 9th Saturday Stumper. It is running in the Washington Post. It runs in Newsday. It runs in a couple places. It's a syndicated crossword. It's edited by a guy named Stan Newman. This is widely considered to be the hardest North American mainstream crossword that there is. And some of you in the chat may disagree with me. You may say, oh, no, this is harder than the New York Times Saturday. This is harder than just about... I mean, it's not as hard as maybe like one of those weird voodoo cryptics that those limeys do. Oh, don't say limeys. Is that racist? Well, you can be racist against them. They only ruin the whole planet for 300 years, among others. This is the Saturday Stumper. It is extremely hard. I have no clue how to bet on this thing. What I do know is whatever time we do on this, Joe, whatever time we do on this is a PB, right? So I now know I'm paying out at the end of this. Now, you're just trying to keep everybody hanging around to see if they snipe us up. Hey, first one's got to be a PB, right? First one's got to be a PB. The problem is we need to set a line on it. And I don't know what to do because I did 2 of these. I did 2 of these yesterday. I did the Saturday from last week, and I did the Saturday from the week before. One of them took me 15 minutes, and one of them took me 45. So we're going to set the line. We're going to see if we can do 2 crosswords in about an hour today, and we're going to set the line Stumper in, let's say 15 minutes or less. We're going to try 15 minutes or less. Outcome 1 is yes. Outcome 2 is nah. And the period is going to be 5 minutes, and we're going to see how it goes. We're going to see how it goes. 45, oh my God. This one is not going to be your friend. It is going to be arcane. It is going to be full of trivia. The clues are going to be rough. The fill is going to be rough. There's going to be some weird abbreviations in this thing. This is an old school, ball-crushingly difficult crossword. And it could be 15 minutes. This is a no data bet, though. You'll go big on this one, over 15. And I'm not trying to snow you on this. Like, it may go down easy, it may not. Like, there's probably at least a few things in this thing crossing I do not know. There's probably some absolute bullshit in terms of the way something has been clued. There's probably an abbreviation that no one has used for 100 years. There's probably the word etui in this thing, which is an embroidery needle case that I think has been banned from crosswords for the last 10 or so years. But you do those old New York Times, oh man, those dusty old New York Times, you will find an etui nearly everywhere you look. Anyway, I do know we're going to PB on this thing. I will tell you that. And we are going to do this thing every Saturday and probably Sunday, although I think Sunday's easier, until the New York Times Tech Guild strike has been resolved, hopefully to the satisfaction of the union. And that's fine. You know, we don't need to do the New York Times. We don't need... The streak doesn't matter. I don't know what the streak was at, 500 something. Like, you know, let's start over. Turn over a new leaf. Yesterday's a Tweez, today's Oreo. Oreo's in there for sure. Along with I guess these aren't more modern, but any kind of directional stuff, east-northeast, north-northeast. You used to see, when the Concorde was running, you used to see SST a lot at the end of a row when you needed like 4 plural, or 3 out of 4 plurals. Now you see SSNs, because no one remembers what the SST is. And I keep saying SST Records, you know, 80s underground legendary label. Put out the Minutemen's double nickels on the dime. Like, we don't know what that is either. SSNs, everybody's got one of those. I didn't see what Vove did. Wait, so I will PB and I will max. Is that 10 subs? That's an interesting question. That is an interesting question. We will see at the end of this if we have spent 45 minutes not knowing one particular word and being unable to fill this thing out. Whether we will pay out 10. I don't know. 10 seems a little steep, but I guess technically it is a PB and a max at the same time. Can it be both? I guess it can be both, right? This is not a Schrodinger's cat situation where the cat may be alive or dead until you open the box. You know, it's a thought exercise to think about a quantum superposition where you can be both a particle and a wave at the same time. But then as soon as you measure it, you change the outcome to one or the other, right? Don't do 10; it's too much. Don't you tell me what to do. And the average. Well, we don't pay for the average. We don't pay for the average. Oh, man. We are going to see if we pay for this one. I think we're going to pay for this one. I don't think we're going to do this in 15. But we're going to see. I hope you're doing well. It is a cold, crisp Saturday here. It is a beautiful day. We are going to get outside later. But we are also not going to cross the digital picket lines. We're going to do this crossword, and we're going to see how it goes. And everybody's going to win. You're going to win by watching 2 ways. 1, we're going to end up gifting 15 subs today. Holy buckets. And 2, you get to gamble. You get to gamble on this with no data whatsoever. That's the only way to gamble, as far as I'm concerned. You know, the only gambling I do, like literally the only actual gambling I do, is we went to Las Vegas this year, and it's just fun to go to like the big sports book and just sit down, have a drink, and just bet on horse races where you have no information whatsoever, and you just like the horses' names. You just say, you know what, I got $50 and I'm going to lose it all. I'm just going to bet on. She's the fastest. That's the one I'm betting on. She's the fastest. That's just smart money, you know. And you just sit there, have your drink, and watch the horses run around until your money's gone, and you leave. You can do that. That's the only way to gamble real money as far as I'm concerned. But the only way to gamble channel points is to do it on this crossword with no data whatsoever. Like you're having a drink and betting on she's the fastest. I mean, that seems reasonable to me. That's all the data that I need. This is the Saturday Stumper. What's it, November something or other? It's something or other November, by Stella Zawistowski, and we're going to see if we can do it in 15 minutes or less. I don't know. 45 on one of them. I don't remember why, but there was some absolute malarkey in it. This one might not be that bad, but it will not be a 328. I can tell you that for free. You're looking at the clues and you think you bet wrong? I am not looking at the clues. I'm trying not to. I'm trying to give the illusion that this is a real event. This is a real event. We try to do 2 crosswords in about an hour every Saturday and Sunday, and given that we are not doing the New York Times, we are doing this. It's supposed to be hard. We have 26 minutes to see if we can get you in and out of here in about an hour. So we're going to see if we can do that. In 3, 2, 1. Harry Potter, for example. I don't know, but I think I need to type this to start timing. Yep, there we go. Okay, Harry Potter. Boy Wizard? No idea. Japan Academy Film Prize category. Could that be anime? Maybe it's anime. When plants dance? When do plants dance? This interface is dog shit, by the way. Boston Symphony's Berkshire Residence. I know this. It's in, Christarina isn't here. It's in Lenox, Massachusetts. I've even said that on stream. It's at Tanglewood. There you go. Sets forth. I have no idea. Tack together? I don't know. What's this one? Shell contents of a sort. Shell contents of a sort. Al, I don't see. What you're asked to cite before a flight. What you're asked to cite before a flight? Like a flight of beers? Stairs? Won't move from? I don't see that one. Biker jacket? Is that a moto jacket? Does that work? Historical pair? People who are no longer together? Are those X's? I think that might be work. Tack together? I don't see that one. Get into? Could that be dig? Accented acclaim? I don't see that one. Conversation pieces? Conversation pieces. Topics? Doesn't fit. Something guide? Developers' designs? Could those be specs? Got a ticket for? Got a ticket for? Like cited? Sources of ethereal sounds. A shoe that sounds like an apartment number. What is a shoe that sounds like an apartment number? Bond bed sharer in Dr. No. So that's Ursula Andress. And what was her name? She had some. It's not Holly Goodhead, but it's along those lines. We'll come back. Ethos. I don't see it. France's capital. Is it Paris or is it money? I think it's euros. I don't think it's Paris. Grandiose verb. I do not see. Beat. Could be anything. Impulsive things. Impulsive things. I don't see that one. Takes it from the top. Could be restarts. It probably isn't. Incredibly close. You're incredibly close. Botanical barrels. What are botanical barrels? Chop cuts. Chop cuts, like meat? Favorite opposite. What's the opposite of a favorite? Hess contemporary. Fuse could be wed. Rep could be an agent, maybe. Brewdog Hoppy Christmas, for example, is a type of beer. It's north of the Libyan Sea. Vove? Italy? I don't know. Experimental fiction. Sondheim Quintet. Stephen King's best film ever made out of anything I've written. What would that be? Best film ever made out of anything I've written. It's not The Shining. We'll come back. Maltese Falcon Force. No idea. Tater of the Equator. You're the tater of the equator. College that's not a college. MD refer. Doesn't decline. Says yes. Let's say it says yes. That's probably not right. Took by truck. I don't know. Let's say it ends in D. What interests us is the something drama of man. Picasso. What? I don't know. Panel group. Big letter word on an I-35 map north of Kansas City. Big letter word. Shell contents. What you're asked to cite before a flight. Cite before a flight is next. Is it next something? Won't move from. Pop group. Pop group, I don't know. Investor's Bane. All of this could be wrong. Lloyd Webber Royal Roll. I don't know. Front runner. Could that be a pacer? Does a pacer work? Front runner. En masse. Could be as one. Option for many video games. Option for many video games. What is the option for many video games? I don't see it. Inverting the camera for vertical. If you grew up playing flight simulators. Troubles. Could be woes. Doesn't fit. Playway. Ew. You shut up. You shut up. You know I'm old. You know that's how I do it. Out of line and away. Out of line and away. Something a tavola a mangiare. Italian for eat. Ground. Could that be earth? If these fit. Renders inoperative. Not going on. Not going on? Shipped out. It's named for its cloak shape. Word from the Latin for bargain. Soil starter. What starts soil? cool flavor? It's not ranch. Why isn't it ranch? That's the only cool flavor I know. Rippling. Could be wavy. BCP or V. BCP or V. Poo Poo Start Soul? Maybe it is. I don't think it's Poo Poo. Maybe Agent is wrong. BCP or V. I don't see that one. Takeout order. Could that be a dish? Maybe it's a dish. Saw around. Knock over. Could be wow. But then what's this? Best film I've ever made out of anything is... Does it end in myth? I don't see that one. We're going to come back. Harry Potter is a boy wizard. Is a... I don't see it. When plants dance. Like no chance, fat chance, something like that. Sets forth. Says yes, could be wrong. Tack together. Could that be unite? But then, what's this? Nen? Nen doesn't look like it's right. What you're asked to cite before a flight. See, I don't think this is right. Won't move from is inhabits, infests, accented acclaim. Could that be CC, like yes, yes in Spanish? Took by truck. Took by truck is something eed, right? And then this is a... Says yes, let's take this out. Let's say this is right, but let's say this is a user guide. No, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Maybe this is says yes. But then what would it be? Something guide? We'll come back. Got a ticket for? Oh boy. Ethereal sounds. Shoe that sounds like an apartment number is a... Ethos is a... Like, what if this is... Oh, this interface is terrible. What if this is Pacer? And then an Ethos is a... I don't see it. But beat is... Beat could be anything. Impulsive things, botanical barrels, so it ends in an... Does it end in an S? I don't think it does, because this is Italian. I bet it ends in an A. Favorite opposite. The opposite of a favorite is your least favorite? Favorite opposite. Dish might be wrong here. Because Brewdog Hoppy Christmas is some kind of... Like, what if this is ale? Like, what if this is like a seasonal ale? And then BCP or V is a... And a takeout order is a... I don't see it. Experimental fiction. What if wet is wrong? What if all of this is wrong? Word from the Latin for Sondheim Quintet. Does that end in an S? Renders an operative. Probably does. Would that be negates? I don't think that fits. Renders an operative. 728. Saw around. Saw around. Best film ever made out of anything I've written. Like, they've made 1,000 Stephen King films, right? It's not it. I think it's not it. I don't think there's enough letters for that to be it. Maltese Falcon Force. I've never seen the Maltese Falcon. The Tater of the Equator. So that's that. What's the name of that yam? That purple yam that grows in like Peru. It's not a yam. It's something else. Dig might be wrong. College. It's not a college. Like the Electoral College. MD refer. You get an MD referred from an HMO. Doesn't decline. Like, let's say this says yes. And then Harry Potter is a... So is it Harry Potter the person or Harry Potter the series? Is a... When plants dance. Sets forth. I think CC is right. So a panel group is a... Harry Potter the musical? Is there... You know what? Keep it to yourself. I'm not getting involved. What interests us is the... Something drama of man. Harry Potter the Flamethrower. Panel group. Big letter word on an I-35 map north of Kansas City. 3 letters. Big letter word. Harry Potter the video game, the movie, the musical. That's a lot of colons. That's a lot of colons. Shell contents. Rowing shell. Tortoise shell. Tortoise shell? Yeah, tortoise shell. Yeah, you're going to do this in 15 minutes. What you're asked to cite... We need some of these long ones in order to get this thing going. Some of these long ones. What you're asked to cite before a flight. Like, I feel like it's next something. But then tack together. If it's not unite, what is it? Tack together is... And then conversation pieces are... specs is wrong? Developers' designs? Like, what if developers' designs aren't specs? What are their plans? And what you're asked to cite before flight is your next... Won't move from. Is insists on. It doesn't work. Tack together could be paste, though. And then what shell contents of a sort are alpacas? Let's take this out. Because conversation pieces are curios? Is a conversation piece? Nice curio. What you're asked to cite before a flight is near... shell contents are albumin, like in an egg. And then tack together is...
Harry Potter et le mot croisé enchanté.
This is not enchanted crossword. A pop group is colas. You see what I'm talking about here? Good lord. Developers' designs. If they're not plans, what are they? Source of ethereal sounds. Source of ethereal sounds. Is that like an instrument? What if won't move from is insisted on is what it is. There you go. Okay. Grandiose verse. Like, is an ode? Odes? Does that work? Impulsive things are axons, like in your nervous system. Playway. Out of line and away. Rude. Incredibly close. What if this is an X? And then what you're asked to cite before a flight is near... I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't know. I don't think we're doing this in 15 minutes. I don't think we're doing this in 20 minutes. Got a ticket for... It's like either you got cited or you paid and bought a ticket for something. Pacer could be wrong. Pacer could be wrong. Got a ticket for... source of ethereal sounds. This one we can get. This one we can get. Like, what if this is... Like, forget this for a second. What if shell contents of a sort is albumin? Like, is in an egg. Tacked together... I don't think that's based, though, is the problem. Boast? Bust? I don't think that's right. But then developers' designs. Developers develop homes? So that might work? That might work? Oh, we are just gonna grind our way through this thing. Lloyd Webber Royal Roll. So who's a king or a queen in an Andrew Lloyd Webber opera? What if Holmes is wrong? What if Euros is wrong? What if that's supposed to be Paris? Troubles? Woes? Ails? Nags? Bothers? What if this is, Well, that starts with a B. Ursula Andress and Dr. No. It came out in 1962. Does anyone remember the name of the Ursula Andress character in Dr. No? It is... I knew this once, actually. You think you're enjoying your suffering too much? Time and Tide, it is good to see you. It is good to see you. We're gonna figure this out. We're gonna get through this thing. Are we gonna get through this by 11 o'clock? That really is the question. That really is the question. Suppose this isn't albumin. Suppose it tacked together is paste. And then shell contents are... No, Vega, it's good to see you too, buddy. It's good to see you too. You know what? We're doing this for a reason, to give this the impression that it is a real event, that we don't just walk around PB and crosswords. Some of them can be very, very hard. Like this one, tacked together. Like, all of this else looks right. But then based? Like, how is tacked together based? I don't think that works. I don't think that works. Tacked together. I think paste works. I don't think based works. But then if this is alp... Source of ethereal sounds is a Celestia? Is there an instrument? There's an instrument called a Celestine. Lloyd Webber Royal Roll. 11 down is so easy, my simple brain got it. All right, well, we'll see. We'll see. What you're asked to cite before a flight. Oh, yeah, you know what it is? It is near, because it's nearest exit, right? On a plane. There you go. All right. Grandiose verb. Grandiose verse. You got to read the clues right. You're unbelievably tilted right now. You're not even trying. I saw you do one in 328. I saw you hustling. You're not hustling now. You're hustling like somebody who knows he's going to PB and max at the same time. He's going to PB and max at the same time. It's a quantum superposition. What's her name? Antela? I don't think it's Antela. Grandiose verse. Let's just work on this side over here. Grandiose verse is. What if insisted is wrong? And what if all of this is wrong? Let's take this out. Because a grandiose verse, could that be an epic? And then this is won't move from is insists. Won't move from is insist upon. I think that works. I think it's insist upon. And then this is what's her name? Is it Tarantula? I don't think it's Tarantula. Oh, you know what? It's not Ursula Andress. It is, because I think when they have sex, it's on the beach. It is Tarantula. I think they put a tarantula in his bed. Unfortunately, Sean Connery survives to do several more movies throughout the 1960s, and then 1971's Diamond Bar Forever, and I believe he came back to remake Thunderball for a different production company in 1985's Never Say Never Again. 1526. Congratulations, non-believers. We would call them haters, but there's no hating. There's only sympathy for this one at this point. Playway. Something line? Does that work? Out of wine and away? What if axons is wrong? No, axons can't be wrong. Axons has to be right. Out of wine and away? What if this is wrong? Out of wine and away? Incredibly close? Like, I feel like this ends in a Y. Why do I think this ends in a Y? If this is epic, then out of wine is... Grandiose verse, like, what if it's an opus? What if out of wine, source of ethereal sounds is a Celestine? Is a Celestia? Because I think all of this is right. Let's go back over here for a second. Hang on. 1621. Lloyd Webber Royal Roll. Herod in Jesus Christ Superstar. There you go. All right, we're doing it now. Troubles or cares? And is this tutta? Maybe it's not tutta. Maybe it's tutti. Tutti a tavola a mangiare. I bet that's what it is. Beat could be... If you're tired, what are you? Enervated? Is that the opposite? Or is enervated the opposite of energized? See, I don't know. But if this is enervated, renders an operative is... renders an operative... Let's take agent out for a second. I think that's screwing us up here. What if this is enervated? Option for many video games. That one we should get. That one we should get. Playway. Let's say playway. Like, I want to say this is like line. Like, if this is epic, but this doesn't work. This doesn't work here. Something here is wrong. Out of wine and away. Like, this should be like sassy, right? It should be something like sassy. And then a playway is a line, is a fling. What if this is ingy? Ingy, incredibly close. Incredibly close is stingy? No, not going on. Not going on. At something. Shipped out. It's named for its cloak shape. Word from the Latin for bargain. Soil starter. So we think it might be shit, right? Cool flavor? What's a cool flavor? What's all of this could be wrong over here. 18 minutes. Playway. Let's say this is tutti, and then botanical barrels are part of a plant. Favorite opposite? What's favorite opposite? Or is it like favorite the verb? Like to like something, like on social media. Favorite opposite. 10:53. I don't know if we're going to do it. I don't know if we're going to do it. This is what solidarity is all about. Hess Contemporary. Rep. I think that's agent. I think that's agent. Favorite opposite, though, is... Like, let's say that is pacer over here, right? What if en masse is not right? What if this is, what if this is enervated? And then options for many video games are... An ethos is a shoe that sounds like an apartment number. It's not a shoe, it's a shoe brand. Asics. You get it? Asics. Pff, unbelievable. Got a ticket for. What is this? Option for many video games is a side quest? Fire something? What's this? Investor's Bane. I know ASICS is right. Investor's Bane is a... Let's take this out. Investor's Bane is a secret... I don't think that's right. Because this is going to be a consonant, right? So is a... In... Restarts is wrong. Investor's Bane. Option for many video games. 1055. Option for many video games. Yeah, I know. You're just staring at it. We're going to get there. Ethos is a... See, I'm feeling better about Pacer now if ASICS is right. But that's a shoe brand. That's not a shoe. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying with this? That is not friendly cluing. Got a ticket for. What's this one? Took by truck. What is this guide? Like, all of this could be wrong, is the problem. All of it could be wrong. Got a ticket for is... I don't see it. Like, I feel like Ethos could be... It's not core, but I feel like that... Because it's more... Ethos is more of a... like a spirit of something, you know? Maybe it is core. Beat. Enervated means like frazzled, right? Is that the same as beat? Incredibly close. Out of wine. Not going on. At something. Chop cuts. Is that meat? Does that work? It's named for its cloak shape. Is that a manta ray? Not going on is at a stop, at a rest. Hess Contemporary is shipped out, sent to. Incredibly close is Like, I feel like stingy could fit there, but that doesn't work. Playway. Source of Ethereal Sounds. This one we gotta get. Is a Celesta... Celesta-ad? Let's put Enervated back. I don't know. I feel better. Having the wrong letters in here than no letters whatsoever. Renders an operative is vaporizes. Maybe that's not right. Renders an operative is negates. What if restarts is wrong? Takes it from the top. Reboots doesn't fit. What if Earth is wrong? Botanical barrels are like plant. What if it's not tutti? What if it's tutta? Renders an operative. Oh, we're going to die on air today. I'll tell you that. 10:58. Renders an operative. 23:16. I think I'm just in my head now. I don't think this crossword's even that hard. You know what I'm saying? I don't think this crossword's that hard at all. This crossword's easy. I think you're throwing for content. Trust me, I'm not. Let's say that's a manta ray. Hess Contemporary is... Brewdog Hoppy Christmas is a winter ale. Does that work? Experimental fiction is a meta novel. I don't think that. I've never heard that before. Because Saw Around is... I don't think that works. I think novel works. Takeout order. Hi, happy weekend. Hal, it is good to see you. All the way from the country of Germany. BCP is an element. Does that work? I think it does. And then the best film that ever made out of a Stephen King novel is... What if... when you think you can get a 24-hour stream? You might. And the other thing we're not going to do is we're not going to Google anything. So this is going to be putting about an hour to the test, for sure. Knockover is Rob. I know that one. What if rippling is not wavy? But this is... What the hell is this? Best film ever made out of anything I've written. Is Stand By Me. Takeout order is... Okay, you know what? Deli, it's like editing talk, like stet. Deli is like editing code for takeout. But then what is this? Saw around is W... Like, this doesn't work. Something here is wrong. I don't think this is winter ale. Because saw around... What if meta novel is wrong? Novel is right. What if this is winter ale? And then this is a experimental fiction. If it's not a meta novel, what is it? There's a cool flavor, cool mint. And this is an anti-novel, is experimental fiction. And then saw around was... That's like a fucking cryptic crossword clue. You get it? Saw around. You know, you reverse it and you get was. Really? What year is this? Hess Contemporary. Is there somebody named Man? Because not going on is at an end. And then shipped out is sent in. Shipped out is went in. Let's say this is Man. Sent in. Get crossworded. Incredibly close is stinky? Stingy? Incredibly close. Like, what if epic is wrong, right? Because incredibly close is... The other problem is you can't... All of these corners are closed off. 2609. Playway. Like, I want to say that Out of Wine and Away is, like, sassy. But then you get Celestes, and this is Source of Ethereal Sounds. Like, that should be... That should not be plural, like Celestes. So I don't think this is sassy. And then what is this? Grandiose Verse? Is EPOS something? This is the Washington Post. This is the... Well, I mean, it's syndicated. I'm playing it on the Washington Post, but there's some other newspapers that carry it too. Like I said, this is supposed to be the hardest one of like mainstream North American Saturday crosswords. This is definitely harder than the New York Times. Playway. See, I don't think that's right. We're going to come back. Okay, this one we can get. Investor's Bane is a... Investor's Bane. It's all these fees I've been hearing about. Like, what if ethos is core? I don't think that's right. And then option for many video games is a... What if got a ticket for is pawned? Does that make any sense? Do you get a ticket for something if you pawn it, and then you bring your ticket back when you want it? You get money when you pawn something. Option for many video games is a wire... Investor's Bane is uncertainty. Botanical barrels are... Option for many video games is a wires... Like, it should be wireless. Wired? No, because uncertainty is right. So what's this? Your favorite opposite? Favorite opposite is... something-ish? What would you... Like, favorite opposite is, like, something that you hate. Renders an operative is... Tutti? Let's go up here for a second. Let's say that this is wrong. And let's say that this is wrong, because let's say this is a user guide, and then doesn't decline, is maintains, increases. You got it? You got it? Okay. Well, then at least we know it's possible. Took by truck. This is a much more democratic process today, isn't it? Washington Post, democracy dies in darkness. Apparently, we've got chat figuring out before the streamer, because the streamer's not fucking flying through the thing. It's all in his head. It's all in his head about it. Took by truck. Like, it's not ship. So what is it? Took by truck. What interests us is the baser drama of man. Panel group. Big letter word. What's a big letter? What the fuck does that even mean? Big letter word. Option for many video games is a wire... Is a wire... 2940. Favorite opposite. Let's take that out. I want to say it's like perish or something like that, but that doesn't work. Favorite opposite? If you loathe something, what is it? Banish? That's not right. Option for many video games is a wire... God damn it. Let's take this out again. I'm not happy with any of this. Incredibly close. Like, stingy doesn't make any sense. That means incredibly cheap, not incredibly close. Stinky? That doesn't work. Incredibly close is... Is this a game's OST? Why don't we find out, since we're not too worried about the clock. This is Nintendo 64 Jungle Mix. This is all music from Nintendo 64 games in the sort of late 90s when jungle music was kind of the thing. This is so it's all like Nintendo 64. It's a lot of 1080 snowboarding music. When I began this stream, it was light outside. Now it's complete darkness. Oh my god. Oh my god. It is getting darker here early too. It might be dark. It might be dark here by the time I finish this thing. And it is. It is. Oh my god. Oh my god. You know what? You know what? I'm glad we're doing this. I'm glad you're here to watch me suffer and try to figure this thing out. Option for many video games. Joe sees it. Why don't I? Why don't I? Blaming winner on the streamer. You can blame it all on me at this point. I don't care. I don't care. I'm happy with it. Option for many video games is a wire stream. Because what are botanical barrels? Botanical barrels are sacks. That doesn't work. What if restarts is wrong? What if this is... I don't know. Renders inoperative is... Vatterton Frostbook. I don't know what that means. I'm choosing to take it as an insult. Botanical barrels. Now, see, I think you're overthinking this. I think this is right. And then renders inoperative is vacates. Vacates is renders inoperative. And then a favorite. The opposite of a favorite is a pariah. Is it? And then this is a wire... Botanical barrels or cacti. Are they? Is that a barrel? A barrel shaped. I was thinking of an actual barrel. It's cylindrical. A barrel has to have an opening at the top. To be a barrel, according to those in the know, barrel experts. He's moving. We're getting there. We're getting there. Wire rep. Let's say that's agent. Wire. Is this wire screen? Then pond is not right. Let's take that out. Because it's north of the Libyan Sea is the island of Crete. Word from the Latin for bargain is probably packed. Sondheim won 5 Tony Awards. And then Soil Starter is aggro? What? Aggro? Like, is a prefix? Implying that it is agricultural and therefore related to soil? What about hydroponics, you fuck? Option for many video games is widescreen, and an ethos is a code. You see what I'm saying? In terms of like the way these things are clued? This is rough stuff. This is rough stuff. Doesn't decline. Doesn't decline. 33. You were saying 45 was in play. You were saying 45 was in play. Doesn't decline. Tilted beyond... You're tilted beyond recognition. Joe, timeout vote. No, it's fine. Took by truck. Okay, let's get this one. Harry Potter, for example. There are several Harry Potter books. Could that potentially make Harry Potter an anthology? I don't think it does. I don't think it does. What interests us is the drama of man. Took by truck. Lorried. Doesn't decline. See, I don't think this is right. We're going to take this out. Take me out back. Oh, man. Maltese Falcon Force. That's the 40s, right? I don't see that one. Tater the Equator. I know this one. It's been in Crosswords before. Did you actually time them out? Oh my God, 300 seconds, 30 messages deleted. Oh my God, that's half a chat. College that's not a college. College that's not a college. We are stretching the boundary of about an hour today. When plants dance. So when plants dance, that's like no chance, right? It's like fat. Like, what if it's, take HMO out, what if it's fat chance? Does that work? And then doesn't decline is... What interests us is the inner drama of man. I don't know that quote. Accented acclaim. Could that be Olays? And then a panel group is a... Took by truck is hauled. Doesn't decline is chooses. Like, not decline something is... No, it's accepts. Doesn't decline is accept. It's not choose. Sets forth is like pronounces. Sets forth. A panel group. Harry Potter is a something child. And a panel group is LCDs. Like LCD TVs is a panel group, an LCD panel, a group of them. You put a bunch of liquid crystal diodes in a panel on a Texas Instruments calculator. Oh, we're going to do this in TI 83 minutes is what we're going to do. Big letter word on an I-35 map north of Kansas City. Day for Des Moines, Iowa. Sets forth is resounds, pronouns, MD referrer. Maryland. Harry Potter is a magic, gifted, something child. Tater of the equator. You're the tater of the equator. What's a college that's not a college? Is it etui? MD referrer. Joe, Bove's out of jail? Okay. All right. We're going to get this. About an hour, still, I don't know, let's say less than an hour and a half. Let's say it's less than an hour and a half. Oh, boy. I was not lying when I put this stream title in. Maltese Falcon Force. This is some word I don't know. Harry Potter is a... Sets forth is outbounds? I don't think that's right. But it's like, it sets forth could be write down, layout. It could be travel. Like if it's travel, it's outbounds. But then an MD referrer is a something CB. College that's not a college is auto. Tater the equator. I don't think this is outbounds. I don't think that's right. Maltese Falcon Force. Tater the equator. We got to get this fucking Harry Potter thing. It's always Harry Potter. That's how old school this crossword is. It's still got Harry Potter in it. The bane of my existence for most New York Times crosswords from about 2010 to 2020 until J.K. Rowling outed herself as a notorious TERF. And now it's all Taylor Swift stuff I don't know. Harry Potter is a magic child. Ain't old yet? I don't know. I never read the books. Stepchild? Maybe it's stepchild. But then an MD referrer is a PC. Like, what if this isn't fat chance? And I don't think it's stepchild. I don't think that works, because then that's SF. I don't think that's right. Like, I think this is a vowel. Like, Maltese Falcon. Like, I think it's an A. Is it like AFTA or something like that? Harry Potter is a anti-child? Is it anti-child? Anti-novel? PC load letter? Goddamn right. Is a something child. Sets forth is... I keep wanting to say resounds, but the Maltese Falcon was a movie. I'm probably not going to like it. Oh, man. Maltese Falcon Force. Well, I'm glad you know what it is, and you're not spoiling it. Is a acid child? I don't think that's right. MD referrer. If it's not like, it's going to be an abbreviation, right? So a doctor referrer is like an insurance company. It's not anti-child. College that's not a college. So is that the name of a school? Eton is not a college because it's a university, right? And then this is, sets forth is... Harry Potter is a apex child? An apex child at the top of the food chain? The child that kills the other childs and eats them? Why does Harry Potter, the apex child, not simply eat the other children? The other wizards? Well, because he's a, I don't know, Huff and Puff? Something like that. Apex child, that's probably what it is. Tater of Equator is the pact something. Let's take this out. Harry Potter, for example, is a... No, see, we can get this one, though. Sets forth is... Profounds, that's not right. Sets forth is... Founds, wounds. Get into is dawn, right? I think that works. Tater the Equator, is that a tarot root? Does that work? And then the Maltese Falcon Force is the SFPD, the San Francisco Police Department. And then this is Stepchild. And an MD refer is a, sets forth is profounds, probounds. Sets forth. That can't be right. Probounds? What is that? Pronouns? Pronouns? My pronouns are DS. MD refer. Sets forth is, it should be like pronounces. That doesn't fit. We'll come back. Oh, right. We've got this one over here. 45. Can we do it? Fancy Stephen Potter. An MD refer is a PC. Like, I don't, is that like American medical abbreviation jargon? An MD referrer is a PC, because, like, but yeah, you've got to know this word, buddy. If you're going to do crosswords on Twitch, you've got to know this word. Sets forth is he's looking at his keyboard now. He's trying to see what different letters are. There's only 26. Your family doctor. I don't know what is a GP, stepchild, proquounds, prosounds doesn't work. Prodowns, procounds, profounds, prorounds, protowns, progowns. Personal care physician, propounds, that's how you're cluing propounds. That's two words, pro and pounds is what that is. Propounds. Like if you were a proponent of something, you propound it. I'm pro-pound too. Take it any way I can get it. Pro-pounds. Unbelievable. All right, let's finish this up. Source of ethereal sounds is a Celestine. You're a propoundant of 24-hour Taco Bell breakfast. I'll take it. Incredibly close is... Like, I don't think it's stingy. But I don't know why, and I don't think this is EPOS, but let's say this is sassy. You're close, but at least one word is spelled incorrectly. Keep typing. I'll take propounds. You're damn right I will. Like, elong makes no sense. Playway. Like, source, like, this has to be a singular, right? Playway. Diarrhea at any time of day. Can we do this in 45 seconds? 45 minutes? Excuse me? 45 minutes? Can we do this in 45 minutes? Playway. Source of ethereal sounds. Like, epic could be wrong, right? Because grandiose verse... Like, I keep wanting to say this is EPOS, but I don't know why. I don't know why that makes any sense. Am I thinking of a horse from Zelda? Am I calling my next LA Times PV? Oh, man. Playway is a... Like, I keep thinking of drama. Like, I keep thinking of stage. But it could be something... It could be like a football play, right? Bayo costume? It could be playway. Yeah, I'm thinking of Epona. Great horse. Horse of the year, as far as I'm concerned. Every year running. Incredibly close is What if that's got to be sent in, right? Because this is right, this is right, this is right. That's got to be, I was thinking it might be went in. Hang on. Hang on. There we, yep. Good Lord. What are you doing? All right, hang on. Oh, clock's ticking. Oh, is it? I had no idea. There we go. All right, don't move it again. That's got to be sent in. Shipped out, sent in. Like, it makes no sense, but that's got to be what it is. Shipped out does not mean sent in. Play way. What is this one? Why have I lost this? Where's this gone? Incredibly close. Okay. Incredibly close is... It's not stinky. Incredibly close is... Incredibly close is what I am? You probably see it. You probably see it. I don't. I don't see it. Impulsive things are axons. I know that. Out of wine is racy. Source of ethereal sounds. Well, we didn't do 45. Can we do 50? Source of ethereal sounds. Celesti? I don't think that's right. Celeste in? This is Miss Jackson if you nasty. Is that right? Naxi? Epic? What if Axons is wrong? Out of wine and away. Cat and Joe more or less donated points today. You're not wrong. Incredibly close is... Incredibly close... I don't know. I don't see it. Like, it's because what it is it's you've got to think about it in like a cryptic crossword kind of way. Like, it's going to be technically, it's going to be like a synonym for close, but it's not going to be the one you think it's going to be. It's specifically designed to be as bullshit as possible. And you're like, it's not that bullshit. You're actually overthinking it. I already know what it is. I already know what it is, and you don't. You don't. Incredibly close is... Like, how does stingy mean close? Attainto? Is it attainto? Incredibly close is am I thinking, is it Saint in? Is that what you're saying? Attainto? Am I reading it wrong? Oh my God. Oh my God. Incredibly close. Is it Rohanu? Maybe it is. Incredibly close is... Steiny? Steiny doesn't work. What if add and end is wrong? Not going on. That has to be add and end. I don't know what else it could be. Play way. Like, are all of these right? So, Troubles or Cares, Herods, and Jesus Christ Superstar. Pop group is Cola's awful. Albumin, am I spelling that wrong? Is it albumin? Source of ethereal sound is a celist. No, it's albumin, right? It's not albumin. Because then this is a celesti. I think it's a celeste. Is it albumin? And then this is a celeste. Source is a celesti. Well, now I don't know. Now I don't even know how to spell albumin. Both of them look wrong to me. Albumon? Maybe it's albumon. Maybe this is cellists. Source of ethereal sounds is a... Celestine? Celestia? Oh, no. Oh, we're not even going to do 50. Playway. Alone? That doesn't make any sense. The music has got all sad now. The music is sad for us. Out of wine. Like, I feel like Out of Wine is sassy. I feel like that works. But then play incredibly close. Okay, if it's not stingy, what is it? Stincy, stindy, stinfy? Is it stinfy? It's stingy or stinky? But then if that's a K, incredibly close, stinky, that doesn't make any sense. Incredibly close? Am I reading it wrong? Like, grandiose verse, that could be opus, but then that doesn't work with nearest exit. So what if it's not sassy? Like, if that is epic... No, it doesn't work. Playway? You play along? Is a way to play along? Source of ethereal sounds are Celestas. Yeah, I'm now second in my own stream. That's good. I feel like that's the only way to end this thing, is it not? That's a PB. That's a max. That's an average. Oh, I really hope they get that strike worked out. Oh my god. Oh my god. But solidarity with the New York Times Tech Guild. You know what? If they can strike, we can do an extremely difficult crossword at least once a week and figure out how it works. This one, review answers. Holy cow. Holy cow. This one's moved on me again. So source of ethereal sounds is a Celestus. Can you go have lunch now? Can I go have lunch now? Oh man, I had stuff I was going to do at 11. Oh man, we did beat 11:30. So it is about an hour. It is less than an hour and a half. So I think it counts. Out of Wine is sassy. What do we have here? Like Epos, like this one, play along. A way to play is play along. That is rough cluing. And it's crossing Celestus, which is that a plural? Is a Celesta the singular and Celestas is the plural? Or is a Celestus the singular? Like Bob Costas. I think I don't know what it is. I made you forget to put dinner on. It's takeout time now. Ban them all. Ban them all. That's what I say. That's a PB and a max. Oh man, we were worried. People aren't resubbing. We just need to. It's a problem you just need to throw money at. You know. There we go. I feel like the only way to properly end a 50-minute crossword is to also have to pay some money. I think that's the way. That's the way to go with it. All right. Anyway, I hope you can go have your lunch. I hope you can go have your dinner. I apologize for keeping you kind of late, but it is Celesta. Yeah, okay. Celesta's a kind of piano, but it's plural with an S. So why is this clue say source instead of? It should say sources. Should it not? Should it not? I want to say if it's Celestas, crossing play along is a weight like that's terrible. Crossing epos, which is a grandiose verb that isn't an epic. And then widescreen is your video game option, and your panels are like your panel group is LCDs, and propounds is a word. Don't apologize, you're having fun. Well, thank you. I'm glad you're here, Time and Tide. Sorry that you were the only person in the entire world that did not get sniped by either Joe or myself today. Just flashing our wads. Flashing your wads, that's you keep the propounding to yourself. Tack together is based? How does that make any sense? How does that make any sense? Thank you for the stream. You're like, could you end it? Could we get out of here, please? This makes no sense. Based? How is that tacked together? I could see that if it was paste. Those who propound tend to flash their wads, I know. Tacked together is based? Maybe? I don't know. You got a ticket for something if you pawned it? Don't you get money for it? I don't know. Aggro is a soil. You see what I'm saying? Aggro is a soil starter. Was is saw around. You can borrow your wand anytime. Apex Child. If nothing else, we got Apex Child out of this thing, right? Harry Potter is the Apex Child, I believe. No, he is a stepchild, allegedly. And an MD referrer is your personal care physician, or PCP. That's how you're cluing PCP? I didn't know you like to get wet. That's how I would have done it. Angel Dust. Oh, doesn't decline as chooses? No. Chooses something that's different. Chooses is selects among options. Doesn't decline is says yes to. That first and foremost. I don't know any Picasso quotes. Stepchild cause found on a step, it's really bad. Oh, is that what it is? See, I never read Harry Potter. I think I saw the first movie. I don't remember anything about it. I thought he was an orphan. If he's an orphan, yeah, he's a stepchild. Stepchild implies that he has a parent that married somebody else in like a Brady Bunch situation. Thought it was because he lives under the sea. People who have read Harry Potter don't even get this clue. Yeah, I spit on my mic. It's fine. Stepchild. He was left on their doorstep. That's stupid. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying with this? This is rough. You have not read Harry Potter? Okay, but you saw one of the movies and you lived under the stairs? Because it seems reasonable to me. Help. Help me, stepchild. I'm stuck. I don't know. Dawns, Olays, conversation pieces or curios. Are they? When's the last time you struck up a conversation over somebody's curio? Never happened. You'd have to be as dusty as this crossword. Oh man, this one is hard. And the fill is hard, and the clues show you no mercy. You know it from cultural osmosis. Well, that's fair too. It's 11:31. Now you haven't done it in about an hour. You haven't. Technically, if we take the 5037 that it took us to do this crossword, and we add it to the 328 it took us to do the LA Times, we are looking at just a little more than 54 minutes of crosswording today. And I say that's about an hour. I say we have done what we propounded to do, which is 2 crosswords in about an hour every Saturday and Sunday from 10 to 11 and sometimes 11:30 Eastern Time. We will be back tomorrow for 2 more crosswords, and with the strike still going on, we will probably do the Sunday version of this, which I understand to be not as unusually difficult, although we will see. I might go back today. I might this afternoon do an old Sunday from this one and see how it goes, and see if we can do it in an amount of time that is reasonable for people's viewing commitment. And you're like, it's fine. I'm going to be on Twitch for 10 hours today. You can do an hour and a half. It's not a big deal. I say it's a big deal. We do an hour around here. We do an hour, except when we do more. We did more today. We did more because of you. I'm talking to the crossword. But we had fun because of you. Now I'm talking to chat. I hope you've had a good time. I hope you've had a good Saturday. I hope that your lunch and dinner plans have not been too badly derailed. And I appreciate you sticking around. You're like, well, I stuck around because I was hoping to get a sub. And I got one. All right. Well, then it's a win-win. Except for me, except for this crossword. Fuck this crossword. No, it's good. It's just, you have to really like the intricacies and bullshit of crosswords to want to do one of these things for 50 minutes. Give you your points before you go. Oh, that's the other thing. What did we say, 15 minutes? So haters have been waiting almost an hour for the payout on this bet. I like to hear that. 15 minutes or less. It was close, right? It was close. It was 51. The answer was no. There you go. Congratulations, haters. Let's raid somebody. Can we do that? Let's raid somebody. Is Mako still streaming? Surely Mako's not still streaming. Mako is still streaming. Do we raid Mako or do we raid Dangle? Probably we're going to raid Dangle, because it's been a while since we've raided Dangle. It's been like a week since you raided Dangle. We're going to raid Dangle. Dangle is a good guy. He is playing Super Mario Party Jamboree with his chat. He made partner recently, and he's a streamer that most of you know and love. So I hope that you say hi to Dangle. And otherwise, I hope you have a good Saturday, and I hope that your food plans, whatever they turn out to be, are hot and ready when you're ready. And if you're ready now, then I hope you enjoy your lunch or dinner, or whatever it happens to be. We're going to see you next time, that being tomorrow. Take her easy, and we will talk to you then. Bye.